Happy Monday, everyone. I want to thank all the people who have been watching my channel. I want to thank the people who have subscribed, all the new subscribers that I've seen. I can't believe that I have people watching me. I really can't. It means the world to me, and it really has kept me going, really kept me on track, and I feel connected. I really do. I feel like I'm not going through this totally alone. I feel your support and your encouragement, and it all helps, and I just thank you guys so much for that. It has been a very busy weekend. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I did. It's unfortunately I did not have a chance to upload a video, and I really kind of wanted to process everything before I did, because it's been a lot of information in a little bit of time, and I'm going to share it with you. And as you see, I am in my car doing my very first car post, which I never thought I would do, but I have not been able to have a second to myself, which is okay. I've kind of wanted it that way, getting as much time in with the kids and getting all the loose ends tied up that I need to, because I got accepted into a treatment program and I leave Thursday morning. I am very excited. I'm still shocked. I can't believe it. I honestly, it's afternoon and I haven't gotten a phone call yet stating they made a mistake or something changed. I booked my ticket and I feel like it's the perfect time to share it with you guys. So, I got the phone call on Friday. I was food shopping with my father, and I was shocked. Like, half of me wanted to cry. The other half of me was smiling so big, I'm sure she could hear it. And the other half of me was in instant, like, panic mode. Like, oh my God, Thursday. I was told possibly the 29th, and then I was still waiting on the other place, and I honestly was not 100% that I was getting in anywhere. So it went from maybe I may still go to, oh my God, like Thursday. So I booked my ticket while I was in the supermarket. And let me just tell you, I booked Spirit. They don't play, okay? I thought, I was so proud. I'm like, oh my goodness, the ticket ended up being like $58 and like 79 cents. Okay, that was for the ticket to get in the air. I then found out I had to pay per bag, which airlines, you pay per bag, but no. Like my carry-on, the cheapest, if I did it on their website, was $40, and my checked bag was $45. If I did it at curbside, it would have been $45 for the checked, $45 for the carry-on, $55 for the checked. And if I did it inside, it would have been $100. So, thankfully, the bag that I was going to have as my carry-on counts as my personal, like my purse, so I'm not paying for a carry-on. And I only have the one checked, which is okay because we can only bring one bag and a checked bag into the program anyway, so it was okay. And then I go to pick my seat, and I have to pay for my seat too. It's an hour and 45-minute flight, and I almost considered standing for it because I'm like, this is ridiculous. So this is how Spirit gets you. You pay to get in the air, you pay to bring your luggage in the air with you, and then you pay to have the privilege to sit while you're in the air. I'm like, that is genius, and that is false advertisement. I don't know whether to congratulate you or to punch you in the face because you guys suck. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It still ended up being cheaper, and at the end of the day, I did not care. I just couldn't even believe that I bought a ticket and that I'm going. And of course, I had to explain this to my little ones, and the baby does not know. And that, I think, is going to be hard because he is all about mama, and I love it. I'll be honest, I eat it up. My children look like my husband. I think he's handsome, and I think my children are handsome, but I'm biased, I'm sure. But I don't mind that because he's a good-looking guy and he's given me beautiful children. I'm grateful. So anytime they're about mommy, I'm all about it too, because not for nothing, I did carry them and everything. But we're not gonna get into that sort of subject of having my husband's clones. But anyway, so my 4-year-old is having a bit of a hard time, and he can sense a change. He can sense distress. My husband and I are definitely button heads on just things that maybe we do, but it's stress. We have a lot of other things going on top of all of this. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. So I think this was much needed good news. And at the same time, it's also, I think, really hitting my husband that I'm not going away for like a week to get rehydrated and stuff like I have been. This is going to be a long time. And it's sinking in for me that this is going to be a really long time. And it could be, I'm looking at a minimum of probably 6 weeks to 2 months. That's a really long time. Like, that hasn't set in yet. And I don't think it's going to till I'm there. And that's going to be rough because I'm not going to get visits and I'm not going to get, I'm not going to get any visits. So I'm going to really count on phone time. And I don't know if I can do FaceTime or not. But that's going to be hard. I did buy a book. My son had came in from the garage. My husband was organizing the garage, and he found his toy that he had when he was a baby. It's a little sun, and you hit the button, and it sings "You Are My Sunshine." And I sang that song to him a lot. So he would hit the button when he was a baby, and I would sing it. So I actually have it on video. He would hit it. He's hitting the button, and he's looking at me because I wasn't paying attention, and he's waiting for me. And so then I sing it, and then when I stop, and he hits it, and he looks at me, and I sing it. And he brought it in. He had this solemn face on, and I said, "Oh, you found your sunshine toy," and he nodded, and he hit the button, and I started to sing, and he burst into tears. He's very sensitive, and I can't figure out if it's because he doesn't like the fact that he's growing up, because for a long time he could not accept pictures of seeing himself as a baby, and he would say, "That's not me, I'm not a baby, I'm Lennon, I'm not baby Lennon," and would cry. And he also had this weird thing where I would sing "Rockabye Baby," and he would cry about it, and I would stop singing it because I don't want to make him cry, but he would want me to sing it until he cried, and I don't know why. And it always broke my heart, but he would make me keep singing it. And there's something, he's very, very sensitive, and I love that about him. But I almost cried because he is my sunshine. He's, that little boy is my everything. They all are. And I'm very bonded to him, and so is my oldest son, Shane. So I know he's in good hands, and I know he's going to get as much love either way because Shane loves him as much, if not more, if that's possible. If somebody could love a child more than the mother, my son has that love for him, as he does for Destin, but more so for Lennon. That's really, like, God, I feel, gave him to me during the time my son needed to have this unconditional love in his life. And so they are thick as thieves. But anyway, I bought a book, a recordable Hallmark book, and on the dedication page, I have myself singing him, "You Are My Sunshine," and then I have myself reading him the rest of the book. And I picked the book out because it has certain words in it like sunshine, sweetness, pride and joy. Those are all things I say to him all the time. So I hope that helps. I don't want to think about it too much because it does make me emotional because I am going to miss them a lot, and I am terrified. My little guy is a daredevil more so than my 4-year-old, and I thought he was going to be the one to give me a heart attack. And the last few days, I have been catching him from falling, from all kinds of, what could have been emergency room visits, and all I keep thinking is anyone else going to be able to have that instinct when I'm not here? And I just gotta, I'm putting it in God's hands. I'm putting it in my parents' hands, my husband, my son, all the people I know in the world. I have everybody. I have as much support as I could have, and I am so grateful for it. My brother, my sister-in-law, my in-laws, everybody is really coming together for me in a way that I could never have asked. They're just doing it, and I am eternally grateful for it. And I know my children are in the best hands they could be in. It's just a matter of me really accepting that I have to go, and I have to let them take over. And that's hard as a mom, you know? It's hard to know someone else is going to be raising your kids for you. And it makes me feel like, in a way, I'm a bad mother and I failed them because this should not be happening. I'm very disappointed in myself. And even though I know it's a mental illness and I know I can't get control of it and help myself the way I need to without the professional help, the mommy part of me, you know, the guilt, I kick myself, I beat myself up internally every day over it, because I feel more so the physical effects of what it has done as far as my ability to mother. Not being able to hold my baby as long as I'd like to, not being able to carry them on my back and crawl around like they do, you know, when you play horsey with them, throwing them on the bed, wrestling with them, you know, they're boys, chasing after them at the park, lifting them in and out of the swings. Like, I can't do it. I don't have the strength. And that part angers me, that took it. This eating disorder has taken that from me. But I'm going to try to get it back. I'm going to get it back. And I hope that this little period of time in their life, they won't remember. They won't have any emotional scarring from it. And when I come home, they will have the mommy that they deserve. My older children will finally have the mother that they deserve to see too, because they have gone through this with me their whole life. It has never been like this, but they've always had to deal with effects of this eating disorder. So I did want to let you guys know that I am allowed to have a phone and internet and my laptop and stuff, or my tablet, and during, you know, designated times I can get on the internet. So I am going to try and this is of course without violating anybody's privacy, mentioning any names, not mentioning the name of the center I'm going to, anything like that. I'm going to try to take you guys along with me on this recovery journey and let you experience the process with me. I think that would be educational and helpful, and maybe a form of insight, I guess, for those of you who have either had already been in treatment or are looking to go, or have had your own experience to compare it, you know, kind of. And I really want to show you all of it. I want to share that with you, and I decided that is something I want to share with you. The good, the bad, the ugly, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm hating it, if I'm loving it, and just, you know, the fact that you guys have, you know, tuned in for the toughest parts of my life. I like to take you along on what I hope is going to be the happier parts of my life. So I hope you will enjoy it, and I hope it helps, and I hope that it shows you that it can get better, because I'm going to work my ass off. This is an opportunity I know I will not get again. I have fought harder for this than I have ever fought for anything in my life. And in a way, it kind of makes me feel like I am worth it, because I didn't do all this for nothing. And I'm not going there to be defiant. I'm not going there to make it harder than it's already going to be. Because I've done that already. You know, I've gone there and not given 100% of myself, and I see where it got me. So I am going to allow them to open Pandora's box and try to find out where this all started, and I am going to do what I need to do, not what necessarily I may want to do. And I know some days are going to be harder than others. So I just wanted to let you know that I had some good news. My alarm's going off right now. I have to go into my therapy. But I hope that you guys tune in. And of course, I'm always wishing you all the best. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will try to get on here again before I go, but if I don't, I will definitely try to post something at some point once I get in there and get settled in and learn the routine and everything. And I just thank you guys for watching, and I wish you all the very best.